The blessing of Abraham, Hebrews 6 verse 13 to 14 says, "For when God made a promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no one greater, he swore by himself, saying, 'Surely blessing I will bless you, and multiplying I will multiply you.'" The Greek word for blessing is Eulogeo. It is the word we get the word eulogy from. It means to speak a blessing or consecrate something, to cause to prosper, to make happy, to bestow blessings on, favored of God, blessed. Now at first that shouldn't cause you any problems, until you understand that it is God that is saying that to Abraham, and thus, because we are now children of Abraham, that is what God speaks over us. So we have received from God a blessing that, in all honesty, many of us do not walk it, and most of us do not really believe. How to walk in the blessing of Abraham? It is a threefold pattern. It goes like this. They start with walking under the curse, learn to accept the miraculous, and finally, walk in the blessing of Abraham. When we got saved, we all were under the curse. Most Christians do not realize that they have been redeemed from the curse, so they continue to walk with a cursed mindset. They think that God either really does not accept them or is not really willing to bless them because they think that God looks down upon them as sinners. He doesn't. When he sees you, he sees the blood of Jesus that washed you and cleansed you from all the taint of sin. Because their view of how God looks at them differs from how God really sees them, they can't imagine that there is anything other than walking under a curse. At some point in their life, they either get to the place that they are desperate, or that they finally are told that God will work in their life today, and that he just didn't do it in the past. So they ask God for a miracle of some kind. A restored marriage, a better job, a healing from sickness. Whatever it is, they ask God, and he blesses them with a miracle. They get so excited. So, they start living in what I call the miracle stage. It is the stage that they allow things to get so bad all the time that they have to turn to God for a miracle in their life. Now, this is better than the cursed stage, but it is still not God's best for them. He would rather they walk in his blessings and providence than always have to rely on the miraculous. Very few Christians walk in what I would call the blessings of Abraham. Instead of always living on the edge, always living where they are desperate for a miracle, they walk in the abundance that God always had intended for them. They walk with blessings following them. It is this stage that the Apostle Paul is trying to get across to the Galatians. We enter that stage by faith. Romans 4 verse 16 says, 16. Therefore it is of faith that it might be according to grace, so that the promise might be sure to all the seed, not only to those who are of the law, but also to those who are of the faith of Abraham, who is the father of us all. Now, how can you have faith in someone who you think hates you or does not want the best for you? It is impossible. You will always distrust a person like that. So you really need to understand that God is not mad at you, is not looking under every crevasse and crack trying to find your faults. He wants to bless you and wants to have you walk in the blessings of Abraham, so you can be a blessing to this world and bring his kingdom to people who are hurting and dying without him. The blessing of Abraham is a wonderful gift from God. It provides the keys to blessing in every area of life and promises that we will be blessed as long as we walk in faith before him. Blessings.